everybody, to another episode of the Do Hard Things podcast. I'm Jay Teagues, and I have with me the lovely Angie Betrain. How are
Hello.
you doing, Angie?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's Memorial Day today, so we thought we would come in here and do not our normal podcast episode, but just a quick Memorial Day rendition of this. We were going to talk a little bit about what Memorial Day means to us, how we're spending the day, and how we remember the service and sacrifice of others, and maybe a little bit why is it important to think about Memorial Day and various ways that we celebrate.
Yes.
Uh, so, but before we get into today's episode, just a couple of housekeeping notes. Make sure you smash that subscribe button so you're notified of future episodes. Leave us a review on iTunes. They go a long way for us to expand the Do Hard Things Nation, and share it with a couple of your friends. This episode is sponsored by Do Hard Things Apparel. Show the world that you do hard things. Go to dohardthingsnation.com and grab yourself some merch. When you wear it, it's like gives you like motivation, energy. It's like body armor, right?
Yes.
When you're facing difficulties.
Absolutely.
We're also sponsored by The Forge. The Forge is a high-performance community. We feel that leadership solves most problems, and we empower everyday people to become world-class leaders. And The Forge is a community. Iron sharpens iron, and with that, one person sharpens another. So it is a high-performance growth mastermind community where we have weekly meetups. We have frameworks, challenges, accountability, and we also have a book club in there. So there's numerous ways to get connected in there with people that are rowing in the same direction. And if you'd like to know more about that, go to www.lionsguide.com, and you can learn more about the Forge community. So upcoming events, we've got the month of Murph is actually wrapping up today. Today is the day to execute the Murph. So we'll talk a little bit about the Murph exercise workout routine today, but it's a workout of the day. It's a WOD, and it's specifically designed to help you, basically push. It's a very difficult workout. 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, finished up with a 1 mile run, and you're supposed to wear a 20-pound vest. Now, obviously, that's very difficult for so many people. You can scale that as needed. But Memorial Day, it's become the day that we do the Murph in honor of those that are fallen. We also have on 9/9, September 9th of 23, we have the Do Hard Things 5K and 9.11 mile run in Ruck. So if you go to dohardthingsnation.com, you can register there. We have a virtual option for those that aren't in the region, but we're looking forward to kicking that off. So, Angie, you just got back from Florida. We both just got back from Florida. How was your trip?
Oh, yeah. It was great. The weather was amazing. I spent a lot of time on the beach. Yeah, I love the beach. I love the beautiful water. That's what sings to my soul.
What part of Florida did you go to?
I was in Panama City. That's where I'm from.
Panama City. Awesome.
Yeah, so I got to hang out with my family. I got to see my cousin graduate high school and her younger brother graduate pre-K all in the same week. It was just amazing. So, yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. How was your trip?
It was good. We went down to New Smyrna, so it's in the Daytona region, and I love it. I love that coastal region there because on the eastern side there, you get a constant breeze, so it's just really just nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a cool small town, and I really needed a break. We just kind of unplugged for a couple of days. We were there with some friends, and it was good to just unplug and just do some strategic thinking. I just had my notebook out, and I just did a lot of reflection and wrote down, I kind of, did some long-term planning, like 5, 10, 20-year planning, had some good conversations with Lacey, and just hung out, just like enjoyed unplugging.
Yeah.
I'm not one to just like to just lay around the beach or lay around the pool, but I forced myself to do it just to kind of like just relax. And it was well needed.
Yeah, sometimes you need that.
Yeah, absolutely. Has some amazing food down there. And so we're back, kind of just getting back into the rhythm. And it's Memorial Day today. So I've got my kids and, most people are off celebrating. And so I want to just, I love that we're able to connect today and just kind of talk about how we're going to spend Memorial Day. So what are some of your Memorial Day traditions? What do you have lined up today?
So I am going to go to the Wear Blue Run to Remember. That's a really neat event. Oh my gosh. Here, let me talk about, I meant to write some notes down. The Wear Blue Run to Remember was started. Oh gosh. Where's it at? Where's it at? All right, guys, I'm coming back off vacation. I'll have to
No,
excuse.
all good.
Yeah. Here we go. Mission and history. So, um, they were founded in 2010, following a redeployment of the 5-2 Stryker Brigade Combat Team to their home station of JBLM, Joint Base Lewis McChord. While deployed to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, the 117 Infantry Battalion Buffaloes sustained significant combat losses and casualties. And during that deployment, a small group of wives and battalion staff met weekly to run, creating a support network for one another during this challenging during that time. And so this is now a nationwide event. Luckily, we have a chapter here, or we had the event held locally, so we can all get together, and we choose a person to run for, to honor during the run. I thankfully, even though Rudy was active duty during OIF, all different events, I have been lucky enough not to personally know anyone that we lost during that time. So I try to go in and just find a person to run for every year. And so this year I'm running for Army Sergeant First Class Gregory Rodriguez, who died September 2nd, 2008 during OEF, Operation Enduring Freedom. He was 35. He was assigned to the K-9 unit of the 527th MP Company. And the reason I chose the 527 MP Company is because that's who Rudy was with when we were in Germany, or one of the companies he was with. And so first class Army First Class Rodriguez died when his mounted patrol car came under small arms fire. And so that's who I'm going to run for today.
Oh, awesome. That's what I love about the organization is that they have the circle of remembrance. So when you go, everyone circles up, and if you don't have a name, they'll hand you a name, and everyone is basically around the circle, and then we call out the name, and then during the normal weekly meetup, like you get to go run your own distance. So whether you want to run with a group or run by yourself, it's completely up to you. And then during like major big events, you'll have the mile, the Wear Blue, was it the Wear Blue mile, right? It's the where they'll have like a whole mile of like photos and whatnot. It's pretty somber. It's pretty emotional when you see that. So it's great. So yeah, we're gonna do that here. I'll be there this morning to run this morning. Bringing my kids, we can drag them out of bed and get them up there. And yeah, so I think it's just whatever you do, Memorial Day is more than just barbecues and mattress sales, right? I think it's incumbent upon all of us to live a life worthy of their sacrifice. I don't think they want us sitting around and just grieving all weekend and not living our life, but take a moment, especially, with your family and friends and children. And I'm making a point every year to do something, whether we go visit a cemetery or go do something like Wear Blue or I don't know. There's every community has a memorial of some type.
Yeah.
Just go visit, pay your respects. I like to, talk to my kids about it. I just want to make sure it's ingrained in them. It's in the forefront of their mind that they think about these things. Because freedom's not free. Freedom's not free.
No, it is not. Someone has paid that sacrifice, and you should definitely honor it. And like you said, there's many towns that have a veterans cemetery. And so if you can take time, look and see if there's a memorial happening at your local veteran cemetery. And if there is, go. And, if you've never been, go today. Today's the day. Go see what it's about. It's very heart touching. It's just, it's really hard to explain, but it's really good to go and experience that and to understand and to feel it and to see the families of people who are there that have family members in the cemetery, and they're there remembering their loved ones. So
yeah, I've known a number of servicemen and one of my brothers and sisters that have passed, but I don't know anyone at the fort. Like we're here at Fort Leonard Wood, so I go up there, and I don't really know anyone in the
Hmm.
cemetery. It's fairly new too, so there's not even a lot of headstones in there. But just to be able to walk around and just remember, I just think about
Hmm.
the ones that were close to me that have sacrificed and just taking that time just to just walk around and it just gives you some perspective, right? You see all the
Yeah.
headstones. And so, but anyway, it's just an important day to just take a time out, enjoy the barbecue. I don't think we should be sitting around, grieving and crying all weekend, but
Right.
we need to take a moment, honor, and then get on with the day, enjoy life, live a life
Yeah.
worthy of their sacrifice. And
Absolutely.
when we think about that, when I think about that statement, I think about like we need to live our lives where we're getting the most out of it, right? And roll. It's just a reminder to me that so many people have sacrificed so we can have the freedoms that we have today. And
Yeah.
despite a lot of the challenges our country faces, this is still a remarkable, wonderful place to live.
Absolutely.
And we only have one chance at life, and we need to make the most of it.
Hmm.
Role modeling the way, being of service in your community, and just living a happy, fulfilling life, whatever that means for you. Pursue your happiness, and I think that's the best way to honor those that have given, paid all.
Yes. Agreed. 100% agreed.
Just a couple notes about Memorial Day. Did you know that Memorial Day was originally known as Decoration Day? I had
No.
to look this up. So it was originally known as Decoration Day, and it traces back to the years following the Civil War. Um, and Decoration Day was proclaimed in 1868, who by General John Logan, who was national commander of the Grand Army of the Republic, and he chose May 30th as a day to decorate the graves of comrades who died in defense of their nation with flowers. And he believed that they chose the date because flowers would be blooming all over the country. So it was a date like in the spring where, it would be just kind of pretty. And the let's see, Memorial Day was founded in 1968. So it was Decoration Day for the longest time. So Memorial Day is
Okay.
actually fairly recent. And they changed the date from May 30th to the last Monday in May so they could have it could be tied in with the weekend. So I
Hmm.
thought that was kind of interesting. Where did Memorial Day come from? So
Yeah.
Memorial Day is actually fairly recent. It's not something that's been around for a long time.
Hmm.
Um, and so, just some rough estimates based on historical reference from some of the major campaigns. There's approximately 620,000 total deaths during the Civil War, 116,516 in World War One, 405,399 in World War Two, Korean War, 36,574, Vietnam, 58,220, Persian Gulf, 383, War on Terror, over 7,000. And that just doesn't include all in between, right? These are just the major um, conflicts, but so many have sacrificed and given all for us to be here. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I plan on like I said, I'm going to go meet up and do the Wear Blue run, and then at some point I'll be kicking off Murph. And I usually, yeah, it's a tough workout. I past few years I just kind of done it alone, and I just kind of just think about those that it's a I just like to just really kind of get deep in my own head, I guess, and just think about those that I served with that lost. And Murph is a great way to suffer. And
Hmm.
and so if you're thinking, the Murph, you can find the Murph workout anywhere. Bottom line is find something to do today. Well, however you honor those and spend the day, just do
Yes.
something hard. So that's all I got. I don't know. Is there
That's all you
anything
got?
else you want to talk about? That's all I got.
Let's see. Mm, I think by going out and honoring our fallen, that's something that should make you smile. So it's doing something today to put a smile on your face, which will just put a smile on someone else's face. So go out and do something, remember them. And hey, look, if you've never really put much thought into Memorial Day before, now is a good time to start. Now is a good time to look up a name of someone and read about them, because they
Yeah.
all had families, and um, yeah, see where they were assigned to, what job did they do, how did they sacrifice their life for us. So it's not too late to get yourself involved and informed and pay your respects. Today's a
Yeah.
great day to do it.
That's a great point. If you don't know anyone, and you don't know what to do, just go to your
Yeah,
local memorial and just walk around and go touch it. Just
yeah,
just think about it for a minute. Just think about
right,
have gratitude, for what you have. That's a great way to celebrate. Just have gratitude of your own life, right? And just
right.
realize that we live in an amazing place. Um, and that's a great point, because some people might be like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. How do I
Yeah,
do this? So
that's right. Super easy. Just
yeah,
do
super easy.
it.
And then enjoy the rest of the day. Go have a great
Right.
barbecue. Go,
Yeah,
do whatever. Go live your life. That's what we're supposed to do. So,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
all right. Well, we'll be back next week with our regularly scheduled program. But thanks for hanging out with us this morning, and
That's
we
right.
appreciate you. So much gratitude that we can get together and have this podcast and talk about the amazing
Yep,
things that we do with amazing people. And
absolutely.
go do something that makes you smile. It's
Do it.
contagious.
It is.
All
It
right,
is.
Angie.
And
Well,
I'll see you here in a bit, man.
I'll see you here in a bit. So for everyone else out there, keep doing hard things. We'll see you guys next episode.
All right.